This past week, there was a No Kings protest. Do you know what the No Kings protest was about, Daydreamer?
Yes.
And what's it about?
I don't know. I just thought that I thought that response would throw you off. I thought you expected me to say no, so I just went with yes.
It's about No Kings. Obviously, that's what the title is about.
Right.
I have no idea what
I
the
said.
No Kings protest is about. And so I figured I'd go to the source itself. So here we have the No Kings website, and we went to the About Us page, hopefully having a clear definition. Essentially, they got a bunch of words
Damn.
talking about how much they hate the Trump administration and that they're fighting against tyranny. But here's my actual summary. The No Kings movement claims to be a movement that peacefully protests tyranny. In America, and this is to quote, in America, we don't have kings, and we won't back down against chaos, corruption, and cruelty.
Okay. They sound like some
The only
true
problem is
patriots.
They sure do. Like, sure, I would follow this too if we legitimately had a king, but we don't. So I really don't know what this is all about. I perused through the whole website, dude, and I didn't get any clear demands or real definitions, in my opinion, as to what the No Kings protest is about.
See,
So maybe I'm missing something.
Off of that definition, I would just assume they're protesting Kamala's run for president. She was just like anointed.
Just thrown in there, right? Like they just chose her and she put her in that position. Well, that's just crazy. Like the king title came from them. I don't think Trump was ever alluding to being a king. I mean, the whole talking about the Trump 2028 thing, but well, he's playing into it now, and we'll get into that a little bit later. But the whole king title came from them, from what I can recall, right? But okay, so again, earlier I said I perused through this whole website. No clear demands, no clear definition, no clear direction. But what I got a lot of was how to be a good protester, dude. Like safety rules and toolkits, right? So if you go to the website again, they have a legit full breakdown about how to protest.
Wow.
This is insane. Look at this. This is very well organized. You want to start a protest?
How much you want to bet this was just ChatGPT?
Even still, that's quite a bit in order to get you set up for a protest. Anyways, I just thought I'd show this because that's quite interesting. Very well detailed.
This says they've gone too far. The administration has defied our courts, deported American citizens, disappeared people off the streets, and slashed our services. You know what this gives me? It gives me that SpongeBob episode vibe where the guy's just like, he's killed our children, you know, I don't know, gone after our women, blah, 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 all this other stuff. And the guy's like, oh my gosh, he did all that? And the guy's like, no, but are we just going to wait around until he does? That's what this gives me,
exactly their talking points. I kid you not. That's exactly what they're doing. It's like, if we don't protest and we don't fight back, he's eventually going to do these things.
That's hilarious.
And so that's the whole point. No demands, nothing from their website. So I did what any good, effective researcher would do, and I went to social media. Anyways, maybe these would answer a question. So let's give them a try.
What are these supposed to be?
So they're just like random excerpts from protests around the U.S.
Do all lives still matter? Yes. I don't care if you never drunk tested a warp. Where are they getting this from? Kings suck. Trust me. Agreed, brother. 79 is still throwing tantrums. All right, that was kind of funny. That was pretty good. 79 is still throwing tantrums. You got one. Nope.
I think it's the Queen.
All power to all people.
The Epstein files. Okay, fair. That Trump is a baby?
Yeah. Resist fascism. Wearing a mask is not a crime. But I'm not reading all that. That is way too. Nope. I'm sure that was in the toolkit somewhere. Do not have excessive writing on your sign. That was horrible.
All right, from this insightful video, could you tell me what they were protesting?
Yeah.
What'd you get?
I don't know. I was doing the thing again where I was just hoping. I have no idea. No, I don't know.
Okay.
But I am on board with some of these.
No, you just laughed at a couple of them. I thought it was a good joke.
Tantrums was hilarious. I'm on board with that.
That was a funny joke. I'm not going to deny the tantrums was funny. But what are they protesting?
He's 79 and throwing tantrums. I'm on board with that one. I'll hold a sign with that one. That one's fine.
What about this next one? Tell me if you can get anything from that.
Whoa! Scared me. What are you out here protesting today?
It's not funny.
Oh, no, I'm serious. What are you guys out here protesting today?
No, ma'am, I assure you it very much is funny. Bro, what is she doing?
None of it's funny. It's not funny. Everything that's going on right now is not amusing. It's our government. We're the people. It's our constitution. We're here to fight for our democracy.
I respect that. I'm just trying to get educated. I didn't know you guys were out here protesting today.
Well, do you read any signs here?
I mean, I do.
What's not to understand?
I don't know what that
People
means.
should not be afraid of their government. The government should not be afraid of the people. They're eating the check. They're eating the balances. We have a we have three prongs of government: the Congress, the Justice, and the Executive branch.
Ooh, she was so
branches.
close.
3 branches on the tree. 3 branches on the tree.
3 branches. What's your dog's name?
Rocco.
Rocco. Hey. Hey, Rocco.
It's not a party. It's not funny.
I didn't think it was funny, but you're wearing a clown outfit, so I thought it was kind of funny. I thought I was supposed to laugh. You were wearing a clown outfit.
It's not funny.
Wow.
Did you get anything from that one about what they were protesting?
Yes, that was very clear messaging. It is not funny. Did you not? I don't see how you didn't get that one.
I must be blind. It's just I'm so
Blind.
bright that I didn't pick that up. Can't read, can't hear.
That was the most clear.
I'm not getting any
That's
of
a
that.
true patriot right there. That's the most clear messaging I've seen all day, or this entire
I'm certainly
thing.
missing something here then. Okay, what about this next one?
Okay.
Maybe I'll pick it up on this next one.
I really don't care about. See, it's amateur hour. I can't read the full sign. They got to move the arm.
See, again, another set of folks who didn't read the toolkit well enough.
I think it's you. I don't care about you.
This might be pre-protest. I can't really tell.
Yeah, they're just setting up.
That's Trump on a guillotine.
See, look at
Is
that.
right?
What a great country where you can put your king on a guillotine and pretend to kill him. Like, how is
Because
that not
in
amazing?
an actual country where there was a king, I'm pretty sure your head would be gone. We all watch Alice in Wonderland, right? Off with your head.
No, but
You're missing out.
but the reference is still funny. I can tell.
And what about this last one, dude? I'm pretty sure she has some really good, insightful advice.
All right. Let's see. Honestly, they've all had good insight and advice for me. I'm feeling pretty patriotic.
So what brings you out today?
No King's Day.
And
No
why
King's Day now,
specifically are
today.
you out supporting No King's
Is that
Day?
a Burger King
I think
kind of
protest
play?
is important.
Why are you
Nah,
protesting?
that would be funny, and this is not funny.
How much
Via the
time
last
do you
woman.
have?
How much time do you
Couple
have?
minutes.
She asked. She's got a lot
And
to
what's
say.
the main reason you're out here protesting
I
President
don't
Trump?
agree with a lot of the decisions that are being made.
Is there any decision in particular you disagree with?
Okay, so I would start with well, I don't even think it's appropriate for me to have this interview.
Convenient.
All right. That's probably I've learned the least from her, so she's probably the most lost.
Okay, look, I know it seems like we're picking on them, but they're largely doing it to themselves, my dude.
Picking on them. They're I'm calling them patriots, all of them, pretty much.
Well, I'm clearly picking on these folks, and I shouldn't be. But man, it's so hard to kind of see what's going on here.
It is very difficult.
Here's a disclaimer. I think, look, we understand that some protests can be effective when used against real legitimate problems. The demands are clear, the change is necessary, and we know that there is a clear goal to the end. I'm just not seeing that with this protest.
This is my issue with a lot of modern day protests. It's always just to raise awareness, and I'm like, we have been made aware, but now what? You know, can we? What are we doing here? And it honestly is just a way for people to hang out, in my opinion. That's how it seems nowadays.
I think it's a way for people to be degenerates, and it's a free space for people to
degenerates
to do stuff like do you remember the protests in Portland where they were literally naked protesting the National Guard? What does that have anything to do with the National Guard being out there?
No, hold
They're
up.
literally
I can do
naked.
this. I can do this. I can make a
Or
connection.
suits. Give me a connection, please.
I can do
could
this.
use one.
They were true patriots because they were naked, and that I tried. I gave it. I really
and
gave it a shot.
nakedism means patriotism.
Yeah. Largely, I do think nowadays people just want to virtue signal and pretend like they're involved and they're so well informed and they're out there, fighting a fight. They want to feel that way for some reason and virtue signal to all their friends on how much they care and how much they know.
That's so backwards
and
to me, though.
Protesting is just like an easy way for them to do that. I think that's the only thing I
Take
can
it back to the civil
can
rights
think of.
movement. Take it back to women's suffrage. Take it back to the time when they actually had problems. I'm pretty sure they would not be in a timeline like that where they had legit problems to actually fight for.
Yeah. I just don't know what
personally
their
don't see any of the issues that they're doing.
I don't know what their actual demands are, and that's where I'm just like, what are you guys doing?
All I do know is that this thing is freaking heavily funded. Did you see all the sponsors on their website?
Mm-hmm.
Just sponsor after sponsor after sponsor. It's ridiculously funded, this whole thing. But look, all right, I'll play in their favor and I'll give them a little bit of support. If I were a No Kings protest leader,
Okay.
and I really wanted to make a difference,
Sure.
I would be offering up solutions, different ways to handle the whole ICE problem. Let me give Trump a suggestion, right? If you really wanted to get the bad immigrants out, maybe do it differently, right? How to fix the crime issue. Maybe don't send the National Guard. Do a better job of communicating with the actual mayors of these cities so that we can better fix this crime, rather than just kind of just throwing in the soldiers and being very blunt and aggressive about it, right?
Sure, I just don't think it would work. I think the mayors or whatever would just say, "Oh, I told Trump to go F himself." I think that's what they would come out, and he wouldn't.
I didn't say the solutions were going to work, but at least I had a purpose to my protest. Because I have no idea what's going on here, and it just seems like an excuse.
Yeah, no, I agree. The one thing that I also want to comment on though is that they are using the American flag more. And a lot of
upside down though. No. I'm not gonna give them credit.
One of them was upside down, but the other one that was like an actual big flag was.
There are some upright. I'll give.
But upside down isn't necessarily as bad, in my opinion, as burning the flag. Because upside down is like a signal of distress. Your country's in distress. It's not. I just don't think it's as bad, right? As long as it's not like upside down and touching the ground or something like that, I do think it's not as bad for some reason. But anyways, so
no, it's not as bad as burning. Yes,
and the right is kind of seeing it as like a win, and they're kind of mocking it too, like oh, look at the left, they're trying to be patriotic, they're trying to do this, and they're not taking it, in my opinion, seriously enough. They're infiltrating again, right? Just in the same way they did with Hollywood and the culture, where they slowly got in, and they're just like, okay, we seen what works, let's go that direction then to take over, which was, in my opinion, before was be empathetic and affirm everybody's feelings and be a good person, good, nice person. Now they're saying that, okay, we got to be a patriot and we got to have the flag. They're infiltrating again, and that's what's annoying me. You know,
millions of people showed up to this event around the world, around the U.S.
And they're raising the American flag at the DNC when Kamala was anointed. They also were they were trying to portray this patrioticness as well. American flags everywhere. There's also now this like cowboy aesthetic and this country thing. Country music is also, in my opinion, being infiltrated by a bunch of degeneracy, and they're just, oh, it's bugging me because
Morgan Wallen won't let that happen.
I don't know. I think he's close, but all right. Actually, I don't listen to him enough, but there's just, I don't know. Country music does seem like it's changing as well, and so they're slowly infiltrating, and they're fighting the culture wars though, which is scary.
Infiltrating? I mean, I feel like they've always owned Hollywood. They've always owned the industry.
Country music has been seen Republican, and the American flag, wearing it and waving it, has also been seen as Republican. And now they're trying to take over it. So they're infiltrating in there, not the Hollywood. Hollywood, they already took all of that. What I'm saying is they're doing what they did with Hollywood, where it's like they're slowly creeping in, slowly adding more degeneracy, slowly adding more nudity, and then all of it just goes to crap.
I do think that they're winning in regards to young, impressionable people who want to be part of something big. Whether or not it's bigger than them, they just want to be part of something. This is the time to do it. We are in the culture of protests. And people just want to be part of the civil rights movement, the women's suffrage movement. They want that.
Yep. They want some movement to fight for, and it's just annoying. Yeah.
This is the generation to do it.
Well, I feel like I feel like young people have always done it. It's just for some reason more right now. I don't know why.
So moving on to the last bit of this topic. Do you think the Trump administration's response is good or bad?
What do you mean by response?
Check out these videos.
This is a different song, huh? He had a different song on the actual thing.
Yeah, he had Danger Zone. It's AI generated. It's supposed to be poop.
JD Vance put this?
I think so, yeah.
That's hilarious.
No, this is hilarious.
It's not funny. This is unbecoming of a president of the United States of America.
So obviously they've made comments here and there. Trump has made a few comments in press. I think Levitz has. What do you think? Are these good or are these bad responses?
They are funny to me, but I do largely side largely side a little bit. I was gonna say I somewhat side with the left on this, where it's like, yeah, I kind of don't want this from my president, but I can't help but laugh because it is kind of funny. So it's one of those things where like Trump can get away with it, but when I see Gavin Newsom doing it, I'm like, shut up, you bug.
Yeah, I'm of the same school of thought. I don't think he should be putting stuff up like this. Not JD Vance, any of them. I think they should just let them do their protest and do the opposite of what a king would do. They're just not thinking that way. They're letting their heads get big, honestly.
Yeah, I somewhat agree. Again, I'm in the middle though.
It is funny though. I think it's funny. I'm not gonna look at that line and say that's not funny.
I do think Trump's though messaging on this whole thing is just horrible. The way he's messaging everything that he's doing is just bad in my opinion. But that's
on the No Kings topic.
No, just on everything. All the stuff that he's doing, I think like he can just message so
rhetoric.
much better.
Yes, I agree.
But that's a topic for another day. But largely, no, this response, I'm like, come on.
But you know what? We could probably help the protesters with a good wheel spin.
Nice. What a segue.
How about that? Here you go, protesters. Here you go, protesters.
This one's for you for some reason, apparently, according to Satirius. That makes no sense, dude.